Brennan, are you all set to come on up?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Actually, I just got live video.
I'm from Chicago. He's from Long Island.
Oh, awesome.
Are you watching or playing? Are you watching or playing?
Oh, I think I'm play.
Let's put your name on that next. This is what I had.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? All right, so, this is my first time in about several months. My name is Brent from Long Island, and I'm a stand-up comedian. I also have Asperger's. So, anybody here on the spectrum? Throw your hands uncontrollably if you're on the spectrum. I like you already. Anyway, so what happened was it was not really a long absence, it was just a very long panic attack. And so, actually my car broke down, and I always drove Toyotas, so I drive my wife's Honda, and I'm used to Toyotas, so it's like, so yeah, it was, so yeah, I'm trying to drive, and then my new car next week's gonna be a Honda, so it's like going, I make a transition, so I feel like I just alienated myself. Thank you, OCD. But my wife and I, we're separated, but we're back together. It's very complex. It's a mixed marriage. I have autism, and she has bipolar disorder. So I don't really have much emotion. But my wife has a lot of emotions, so I'm borrowing one of hers today. I hope you like it. But anyway, and so this thing is like, they asked me, because my main jokes are like autism and on the spectrum and everything. And my thing is this, is that people like, other comedians too, some other people who go, Brandon, why do you always do jokes about autism? I looked at him and said, why do you always have to be a pretentious jerk? So yeah, so, you guys excuse me, this is like new jokes, so I got like, and like I said, when I do other jokes, so this is a preparation, because, you know, this guy out here, kale, one of my favorite vegetables, but it's spelled differently from what I know, so that's good. But I stay away from kale smoothies, though. No offense, I mean.
None taken. No.
Okay. But anyway, so I was like driving down, I live in Marion, so it's like, I live like about over the mountain and everything, and I was on the way over here, and I was going down 226, I would say 226, which goes to the interstate, and as I was driving down there, there's a Pilot gas station, and there was this big truck that said, chicken strips, Tyson chicken strips. Big truck with chicken nuggets, right? Driving down. I could have sworn I saw 50 other autistic people chasing the truck doing this. In slow motion. So yeah. And the thing is that, alright, you're familiar with Love on the Spectrum, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so I'm watching this. And and for the record, I know there are other autistic comedians out there. I've been doing it for a little bit longer than other people, hence the way I look. The thing is that with me is that they say, well, I've been doing the autistic comedy. I'm like going, hold my juice box. So, but I was watching Love on the Spectrum, and there was this guy, and if you're familiar with Love on the Spectrum, it's basically people on the autistic spectrum trying to hook up with other, with other people. Some on the spectrum, some with other, things. And there was this one guy, and he was just an idiot, to be honest. And I'm not trying to be insensitive here, but he was just being a fool. He was like, oh well, she had better do that, and she was asking he asked a lot of questions and everything, and it was just very hard on everybody. Well, there was this girl who had Down syndrome, and Down syndrome are like very, they are you and me. They're like normal people, and they want to be normal. They want to be normal. They want to be treated like everybody else because they are everybody else, right? So the thing is that when so this guy was like being a fool in front of her and everything, and guess what happened next? Well, they dated a couple times, but she ended up dumping him. How can you be dumped by somebody with Down syndrome? That's like being dumped by Jesus Christ. I mean, being dumped by Gandhi is like going, how can, so I don't get that, but anyway. But, hold on here. I got a little headache. Hold on 1 second, let me get my water. Okay, got that. Too late. And, but anyway, so, anyway, so, yeah, so it's just like, it's funny, like, okay, and I'm sure we all know about RFK Jr. And he's been saying stuff about us, myself included. And the thing is that he was saying all this stuff now, and he's saying that acetaminophen causes and I'll say this again, acetaminophen. So I can talk right. So to everybody else here, but no, so it's just like the acetaminophen or Tylenol causes autism. So that means if you get the gel caps when you get the autism very quick. I mean, think about that. But the thing is that one thing he recently said that really irked me, well, there's a couple of things he said that really irked me, is that he said, and I hate it, and like I said, don't want to be forward and everything, but I have to say this because it's like, he said that circumcisions causes autism. This is probably the reason why I don't wear turtlenecks. Thank you. Well, it gets worse. But anyway, and also the fact is that he also said that autistic people need assistance using the bathroom. I can, for the record, I can use the bathroom by myself. Thank you very much. But anyway, so. But, all right, so we're talking about the Super Bowl, right? And the Super Bowl is like this, like going, everybody's all up in arms about Bad Bunny, and they're talking about like he's speaking Spanish and everything. But the NFL, they're trying to do a good thing. They're trying to reach out to all other fans, right? You got the Latino fans, you got African American fans, you got all kinds of fans. But you know what would be really interesting? What if they reach out to autistic fans? What if there's an autistic Super Bowl? Imagine that. Imagine if, like, this is one of those things. I just wrote this joke, so please forgive me. But so everybody knows the wave, right? Everybody likes the wave and Super Bowl and everything. Well, instead of the wave, there'll be just one giant stem. Everybody will just like all from one end of the stadium to the other, just one stem. Okay, the stem, and instead of like and like downs, they measure downs. Why don't they use, well, in Autistic Super Bowl, there'll be the metric system. Well, Jim is third and 0.25 centimeters to the first down. So yeah, I hope they have their running game for this one. So yeah, or basically, and also this, and like I said, everybody has this up in arms about English being English will be the official language in the Autistic Super Bowl, but halftime you have to learn how to speak Klingon. Instead of cheerleaders, they'll have cosplayers because she's hot, and so cheerleaders, but Velma's hotter. Sorry, Nikki, my wife's probably watching. But anyway, so but yeah, that's what we do at this Super Bowl and everything. So anyway, so like I said, and this is my classic material, so I'm gonna like give you some ones, and I'm gonna like about 5 more minutes, I guess. But here we go. So anyway, so as when I was younger, I was actually I read my report card, my record, and in red letters it said autism in big red letters, right? So I asked my mom. I said, "Mom, am I autistic?" My mom had to think of something really fast. "No, honey, you're not autistic. You're artistic. You like to draw and paint." So I went to the school next day, and someone went, "Hey, dummy!" I said, "I'm not a dummy. I'm artistic." That's when they threw paint at me. But the easel hurt really hard. Imagine if very famous people were on the spectrum. Imagine if Christopher Columbus was on the autistic spectrum. "Hey, Chris, we found us some land. That's okay, boys. I'm just gonna walk back and forth on this ship." Imagine Abraham Lincoln had Asperger's or was on the spectrum. 4.7 years ago. 4.7 years ago. 4.7 years ago. 4.7 years ago. Imagine if Martin Luther King, Dr. King, was on the autistic spectrum. "I have a dream that nobody touches me." But yeah, and that's the thing about the autistic spectrum. You ever notice that they named a cable company after our disability? Spectrum Cable. You know the reception is never going to be clear. And you have to pay a lot. Not with money, but with a lot of dignity. Yeah, so. But, and think of like the autistic spectrum as one giant rainbow. All gray. So yeah, and thank you for laughing at my jokes. I mean, it's like this. It's like if you don't laugh at my jokes, you're going to Hades. But if you laugh at my jokes, you're going to Hades. And it's a lose-lose situation anyway. So but yeah. So anyway. So I want to. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna end with this. This is my favorite Asperger joke. And by the way, I do other things. Actually, I'm going to do this before doing my Asperger joke. Because I believe I have some time, even though I'd probably be kicked out anyway. But anyway, so during my absence, I was diagnosed with diabetes. So I'm taking meds and everything, so I'm trying to get under control. And it was funny because it was right after my birthday. And you get the strangest things after your birthday. So I got diabetes for my birthday. Well, what happened was the diabetes fairy came. Actually, it was Wilford Brimley, the ghost of Wilford Brimley with angel wings, and he went diabetes and touched me with his magic wand. So yeah, so it was like and I got on medication for that, and I got another strange gift from their gift. I have medication, and my doctor warned me of explosive diarrhea, and it was just like, "Oh, Brandon, you're gonna be okay. Just be careful because you might have explosive diarrhea." So yeah, so that's the gross part. Hopefully you like me after that. But anyway, so this is going to be the end of my routine. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I'm glad to see people here. I'm glad to see you, and there's Sam, and we got Miss Dana in the back, and this guy. I've seen this guy before. And they're kind of like, I think they're trying to share me and like laugh anyway. They're neurodiverse too. One giant rainbow, right? So anyway, well, I want to end with this. So I have a stepson who also has Asperger's, and we had this amazing conversation. Incredible conversation. Went like this. My stepson walks in the room and said this. And then I said this. And then he said this. And I replied with this. You have to speak Asperger to understand. But thank you very much. Again, my name is Brent from Long Island. Good to be back at the coffee cart. You know what I'm talking about. Coffee art music type place. Thank you very much for having me back. Thank you, everybody. It's been great. I feel like I'm being reunited. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Brett from Long Island. I'll be in Flood Gallery next Thursday, and on Saturday, I'll be next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the Saturday after that. I'm going to be in Augusta at a comedy competition. So hopefully, maybe I can witness.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Cool, yeah.
So hopefully, I can get more, and hopefully, I can achieve my dream of because it's playing next week. Hopefully, I'll have my dream of opening up for Josh Blue. Hi, Aspie here. Josh, hope you see my video. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brendan. Hey, Doug, are you ready for us?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'll let you get set up.
Thank you.
Yeah, can I give you one of my stickers?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And I'll give you one of mine. There you go.
Thank you.
Get him, Doug. I got my costume off.